So how you doing? Some of you might have heard that I got injured, so I'll go over that briefly. I'm kind of keeping my head down because the lights are bothering me, but I'll kind of show you here in a second, just because it's going to make my eyes water as soon as I start pulling my head up. But previously here I had asked about a future build because I didn't know what we were going to do next, and a lot of people wanted to see the 61 build. So I got it in front of me here, and I'm just kind of going over it just in case I might need a couple of parts. And I think it's definitely going to need an air filter setup and a clutch. So I'm going to have to figure out something there. We might go with a 262 setup. Or yeah, I think we might even put a 262 top end on it and go with that route. 262 top end, or 262 top end, a 266 air horn. We might go that route, but I don't know. We'll see. It's sitting right here. It's right here. I'm going over it here, just kind of getting an idea of what it might need. The carburetor actually is not bolted on at all. The only thing holding it in place is the choke and the fuel line. But it seems to be. It's got great compression. I could use this top end, but I think I'm going to go with a different one. Yeah. Just because I think I can get something else to perform better, you know? The muffler seems to be fine. It's just got that hole in the side, and I will probably do something there, some sort of a muffler mod to improve on it. But I definitely got to figure something out for the clutch. And this is one of the ones with the coarse threaded clutch. And this one is so shot that the spring don't even really hardly hold the shoe in place. So I'm going to get on eBay and see if I can figure something out to replace this. I'm actually going to see if I can get one that looks identical to this, to where I can replace the shoes and the spring and everything, but keep the main center part that threads on to the shaft. That way my threading is right for the shaft, but then I'll have all new parts otherwise. Otherwise, my other option is just to replace the spring, you know? And while I'm doing that, I got this Craftsman. I think I'm gonna look at ordering a clutch for it as well. So, yeah. But I'm glad you guys are curious about this injury. It's in my eye. This is one of those instances that I had to go to the ER, and yeah, I had a bunch of dirt in my eye. I'm going to torture myself with some light and kind of give you guys an idea of what it looks like. She's a little swollen. It's this eye, if you can't tell. She's a little, that light. Okay, so you can see she's a little bloodshot and everything. That light gets to me. It's like staring at a freaking flashlight dead on. It's that sensitive to the light. But I'm laughing about it. I mean, it was an accident. It's a serious thing, you know what I mean? But I'm laughing about it because, I mean, I don't know. Let's say this is a lesson learned kind of situation. You always got to take it as like a lesson learned first, and don't be like pointing fingers and see like you did this wrong or you did this wrong. You want to go to the lesson learned part of it first, because if you start pointing fingers first, you'll forget about learning the lesson. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where I'm looking at it. I'm like, this is a lesson learned, and next time I'm doing that, I'm probably going to wear goggles instead. The glasses I was wearing, I shouldn't have been wearing them. Like these ones here, okay? So these ones here kind of, they're bigger and they sit around my cheek and stuff. The ones I was wearing weren't that big. They basically looked like sunglasses, you know, they're round and they just kind of look like sunglasses. And I think if they would have been more like this, tucked into the cheek, the air blast wouldn't have got them and pulled them up like that. Because that's kind of what happened. The air blast came up, got shoved all the dirt up under my chin. I had like a freaking baseball wad of dirt here, you know, attached to my chin. And then it went up my nose and it came in and literally just, I mean, it takes no effort to move your glasses up when it's like that, you know. Next time I think I'm going to work at getting myself some goggles for doing that. Because the goggles will be strapped on nice and tight and sealed around my eyes. So that's the lesson I'm going to take out of that situation. The chore or this job or whatever, the work still needs to be done. So I think I can improve my safety for it by going with goggles instead of glasses. You know what I mean? The glasses didn't stand a chance, really. Whenever you're getting a blast up vertical like that, they just don't stand a chance. And even the lady at the hospital, the doctor, she's like, they still see a lot of motorcycle guys with eye injuries because they're just wearing like normal safety glasses. And in higher velocity situations or when there's pressure involved, normal glasses just don't give you the protection. The debris can still just get in behind them. And that's why they make goggles for motorcycles. They seal it closer to your skin. You know what I mean? Full face helmets, I mean, you're completely covered. So I learned a lesson in that one. You know what I mean? Missed 2 days worth of work, so not going to be a big deal. I'm good. I'm good to go back to work. It's just my eye looks a little irritated, and it is. I don't know. I'm looking at it as like a lesson learned and something I'm going to do to improve the situation. You know what I mean? I would have never thought about putting goggles on unless something like this happened. So, you know what I mean? It's one of those things that just never crossed my mind. And, you know, we always wear glasses and stuff. Like I have 2 pairs of glasses here at my bench. I have 2 in my pickup truck. I got 2 in my lunchbox. My hard hat, you know that space between your webbing of your hard hat and the hard hat itself? I keep a pair of glasses in that. And I usually have a pair of glasses in my pocket. You know what I mean? I have glasses everywhere so that I'm never in a situation where I'm trying to do something and I don't have glasses nearby, you know? So now I'm going to keep some goggles around. Definitely going to learn that lesson. But anyway, back on the 61. I think we'll go ahead and do that build. I'm going to work at getting some parts in, and we'll go ahead. We're going to build this 61 up. I don't know what else we're going to do after that. I am going to play with this wild thing, and I got the stuff already coming for this 50 here so that we can get new throttle linkage on it. I just need some throttle linkage, and that's all will be back up and running. And then we're going to be able to race this against the Partner 5000. And the Partner 5000 project, the other one I wanted to do, instead about putting it on a 50 chassis, I'm starting to lean more towards to go with what I have here and just building it off of one of these Partner chassis. So that's probably what's going to end up happening. You know what I mean? But yeah, so yeah, a little bit of an adventure these last couple of days. It is what it is, you know. I got to remember to get that clutch ordered for that Craftsman so I can get that saw back to that gentleman. And I think if I get this clutch for this 61 figured out and an air filter setup figured out, I think we'll be good to go. I already have a cylinder. I have a 262 cylinder already. And I'm thinking about putting it on here. You know what I mean? That'll put it, you know, it'll still be a 48 millimeter setup and everything. It'll just be converted to a closed port setup instead of an open port. And I think that's the route we're going to go for the 61. Maybe we can get a little more spunk out of it, you know? So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's where we're at. And give it a week, I think. Give me a week, and we should be doing some work to this 61. Because right now I'm just going to get some parts in. And I can't forget, I need to get bar mount studs. I need probably 6 of them already. So I'm going to see about ordering some of those. So, alrighty. Hey, we'll catch you on the next one. Later.